It's hard to say when there haven't been UFOs. The subject is an ancient one, but what's new and fascinating about it now is that there appears to be a resurgence of sightings. Objects like these are being seen all over the country, all over the world, and recent reports tell us they are being seen more and more by our neighbors right here in Middle Tennessee.
I mean, Middle Tennessee itself seems like paranormal central.
Tony Pratt should know. He's been fascinated by the topic since his very first sighting of an unidentified flying object back in 1984.
It was about 11:30. We stepped outside and saw a giant black triangular shape just sitting there hovering above a two-story Baptist church.
Tony will never forget his black triangle encounter, and he's not alone. According to the Appalachian UFO Research Center, about 100 people in Tennessee reported seeing UFOs between 2004 and the winter of 2006. Nearly 36 of those were right here in Middle Tennessee.
Well, there was this big triangle-shaped light object that looked hazy hovering over the tree line. I pulled the emergency brake on my car, got out of my vehicle, and stood in front of this object for about 1.5 minutes. It was amazing.
There were two objects that streaked from point to point, going left to right, north to south. They slowed a bit after crossing the sky. Their form was visibly, clearly, round discs.
It appeared to be either a triangle or rectangular. What was really striking was how flat it was and no sign of anything that looked like a cockpit. The object flew very close.
Where do the UFOs originate? Where do they start out? There are those who think that they come from a place that's a secret military lab. Might look something like this. We don't know. We do know, though, that we've seen some unidentified flying objects of our own.
Tony Pratt was showing us how he goes about setting up his video camera during his efforts to capture video of UFOs. He claims the objects can be seen almost any day there's a clear sky, if you point your camera toward the sun and then block out the sun itself. We decided to duplicate his method, and that's when we started seeing objects in the sky, whizzing back and forth. We saw them with our own eyes and with our own camera.
Look right up there. Look right under these leaves. See it?
They're folding in a straight
line. Yeah.
Now what is that?
I don't know what that is.
What we saw were nearly a dozen flying objects over about a 20-minute period. We've slowed the video here for you. They looked glassy or translucent. Most seemed to be egg or disc-shaped, but at least one seemed to be in the shape of a rod. In 40-degree weather, when there are practically no insects and almost no pollen in the air at all, the objects are baffling. What a Tennessee researcher would call the true unidentifieds. But our mid-state neighbors have been seeing these objects and more, and the reports they're filing won't be coming to an end anytime soon. Tracy Haynes, Channel 4 News.